It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Nicole Hardman, the return man for the Chiefs. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Mahomes on first down. Into the hands of Juju.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's Juju Smith-Schuster downfield. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd down and 3. Mahomes now to throw again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Now a carry for Hunt. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run with the rookie from Texas, Jonathan Brooks. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Third and a yard. They'll send him over to the left. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Leggett. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Chamari Connor. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
First down throw, Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20. Gray is the motion man here. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, second and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And a critical tackle there. They were getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They put Kelsey in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's a run with Hunt. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, this is Hunt. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Gray is the motion man here. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Chiefs stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. A throw left side caught by Sanders. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's into the end zone. Adam Thielen Touchdown, Panthers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers are back in this one. It's 17-7. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.